Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught at the 25. A huge play there right off the bat. 53 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Mayfield. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Gone! Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Second down and 10, Darnold. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A first down throw, Darnold. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Julius Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To the right side and complete to Njoku. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. The Jets and Browns, 2 cellar dwellers from a year ago, and they did meet in that season, Week 5 in Cleveland. Myles Garrett, it was his NFL debut. He got 2 sacks, but it was former Brown Josh McCown throwing 2 second-half touchdown passes to lead the Jets to the victory. And every time I hear about the Jets and Browns playing, you know what I think about? The first ever Monday Night Football game, the Jets at the Browns, Cleveland won. I believe it was 1970. It was indeed. I just happen to have the note here. I don't know. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried? You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, Darnold eluding the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage. On 2nd down, Darnold. Anderson a first down and more. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a handoff to Corral. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
And Darnold just beating the play clock. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks. Defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Lucky 56, set, 319, 319. Gone, 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 gone.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now from the 50. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like...
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Damian Ratley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And now it's blocked. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Gone!
To throw on second down is Darnold. He's going to air one out. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Denzel Ward. He was looking for a Nunwa there. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one in Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go with Chubb on second down. Now the ball comes loose, and the Jets have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases. To amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They begin this drive with Chubb. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Herndon's got it complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit!
To throw is Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They pitch it to Chubb. Broken tackle. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
A toss play to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardages come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
First down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Now Darnold. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Dumps off to Powell. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Detroit!
On first down, it's Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Darnold from the gun. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Green 39.
To the air again, Darnold. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got an open man, it's Rattling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a give to Crowell. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Off of play action, Darnold. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Darnold now to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This is Crowell. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Myles Garrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game, because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brashad Perriman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Over the middle. It's incomplete. TJ Carey right there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Darnold looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go #1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to #3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead they got sudden Sam Darnold. And I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Going for the deep ball. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And Anderson's got it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this Browns defense stands tall. And the Browns getting set to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Avery Williamson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to. But
and the pressure gets to him again. Avery Williamson in there to drop him 2 plays in a row, and it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Taking it about the 36. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and it's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Brandon Copeland able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 43. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. And the Jets set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone.
On 1st down, Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Second down and 10. Darnold. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Crowell. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Dancing to his left. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Gone!
They toss it left side to Chubb. A big play that time out of Chubb. 73 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Gone!
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns add on to their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And now out come the Jets. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
On 2nd down, Darnold throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing again is Darnold. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Jets on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. And that's incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Now they'll run it on the toss. Breaks a tackle. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf.
Right?